Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Total War Rome 2 in our Empire Divided Palmyra series. I am going to take the beginning of this episode to kind of take stock of where we are in the campaign. I might have mentioned at least, I know I mentioned in the community tab on the channel, but I might have also mentioned in videos that I was out of town for a bit. Actually, 10 days, and so those of you watching this episode live might have noticed some time slot fluctuations a little bit because I stayed so long that my backlog ran out. But I'm back now, and I would like to kind of take a second to figure out where I am and also give you guys the benefit of reviewing kind of some of the things that I want to focus on going forward. So one of the things I want to do right away is go ahead and just dismantle this this particular auxiliary camp in Aguila. And I want to also, well, I guess I can't convert this one, but this I would like to be an actual barracks, not an auxiliary camp. We have 3 auxiliary camps. One is already slightly upgraded in Peritonian, so I'll keep that one. We're going to dismantle the other 2, and I appreciate the commenters who were reminding me about that, because I did see it, but because I was gone, this is cool. If not for you guys leaving comments and talking to me about the content of the videos, just making sure that, you know, some of this stuff is being observed, then I might not have remembered jumping back in after that. So there are good ways and there are bad ways to leave, good feedback and suggestions and tactical advice. And I've received a lot of really good tactical advice and encouragement throughout this campaign. So I appreciate you guys for watching and glad you're enjoying the series. So right now, yeah, that's right. I think I fixed this army mostly. I found out with the Legion of Elagabalus that this is mostly, or at least it was mostly a like a peltist army earlier on. So I'm just looking at this, making sure that I don't make that mistake again. I mean, I know Zenobia has a bunch of archers, and her units are continuing to level up because this veteran, what's his name, by the way? I forgot his name. Tell me your name, sir. What is your name? Speak to me. Tiberius Pinarius Denter. He's helping train our forces. 90 unit experience gained per turn. And also, he's a war hero. So, helps to have him with Zenobia's army. But we are going to move very quickly, I think, to take the remaining territories north of us. Let's see, we don't have much else to do here. I also need to take some time to look at different religions. I've had a few people pointing out to me that that there are some advantages to, having a little bit more religious unity. So I'm not going to dive straight into that because that's something that I'm more familiar with in Attila, not in Rome 2. And so I kind of want to dip my toe in the water bit by bit and kind of see what some of the effects are looking at religious building. So we'll look at that in a second. But before any of that, now that I've kind of commented on a few things that were said while I was gone, let me take a step back, and we're going to look, first of all, at the politics tab. Right now, we are beloved, which is giving us a 10% research rate bonus, a +6 public order per turn bonus, extra 5% on all of our taxes, and then a morale bonus, 10% morale bonus for all land armies. Now, currently, the Latin families are pretty loyal. Let's see what is... So the Greek families are happy because they're militarist. So I imagine that's because we are winning battles. Yeah. So because we're winning lots of battles, the Greek families are quite content. Latin families are agriculturalists, so they want food surpluses. As long as we keep the food surplus going, then we'll be happy. His successor, however, is a mercantile. So he's going to want trade agreements. Interesting. The Latin families hate Easterners, so they don't want diplomatic agreements. But their leader is going to want trade agreements, so I'm going to want to trade with people that are not Easterners if I want the Latin families to stay happy. And then the successor, oh boy, the successor of this current leader of this party, Marcus Juventius, is a populist, which means that we will lose loyalty for every level of taxes above average. Now, so far, I haven't actually messed with tax level, so that shouldn't be an issue, but just seeing the populist label scared me for a second there. Let's see, kingdom-wise, we can't switch to an empire yet because we are not at Imperium level 5. Where can we see that? There it is. So right now we are Imperium level 4, I think. Because, well, it's hard to tell. I think this is Imperium level 1. Yeah, it is. There we go. So Imperium level 4, there at the very top of the tooltip. So Imperium level 5, we lose that loyalty bonus. So at the next level of Imperium, we will start having a little bit more issue keeping everyone together. And it looks like political actions will be twice as expensive. Well, actually, no. The penalty to political action costs will be twice as big. They won't necessarily be twice as expensive. And then same with the political incident occurrence penalty. And then we'll get extra corruption, a double corruption penalty from our current Imperium level. So fun times. But what I'm also hoping is that we'll have additional dignitary spies and champions to help manage that political situation when the time comes. So let's take one more second to look around. Again, if it's been a second since you've watched the series, or if you have trouble skipping around, because this is only going to get more complicated the more territory I control. When I am skipping around the map like this, number one, don't forget to look at the mini-map down here so you can see kind of where I'm looking. But I'm just scrolling through in order. I'm not doing anything special. I'm hitting keys to scroll through my various territory. This is the province. This is the region. And you can see which ones I control and which ones I don't. So anyway, that's enough review for me. Let's take a look at our armies really quickly to see what else we might be able to do. We are currently moving this direction. I think this army is more or less ready to keep going down the road. There was, I remember, a Numidian army kind of making its way towards Aguila. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. Let's put this army here. We're going to put them in ambush mode. We're just going to kind of inch toward Gorama. And we're also going to do something very similar with this army. Now, one of the reasons I'm tiptoeing is that I don't want to be too far from Cyrene if anyone tries to attack by sea. But I want to keep moving on Aurelian's forces down here with these two armies. We're advancing quite rapidly across Africa. It would be nice to control most of that territory myself. So I'm going to be trying to make that happen as soon as I can. Also, we still have a few units we need to upgrade. So we'll take care of that in the next episode. This army in Palmyra is perfectly strong. They are everything I need them to be, and I just need them to stay in Palmyra in case anyone gets any funny ideas. We have our spy here, who has been keeping an eye on the Sassanids, who I'm somewhat worried about. We'll see how that goes. We have a spy in Ankara. Tell you what, I could go ahead and start messing with these units pretty well, just not with this spy just yet. Let's go ahead and just move her. Let's move her here, and then I should... Nope, I can't do counterintelligence, so let's just move this spy there. Hey, what's this battle marker? Battle of Nicomedia, 274 AD. So it marks where we won that awesome ambush. I love it. I love every second of it. All right. I really like that the campaign map is marked with the locations of famous battles. So, Gallic Rome is doing pretty well. Aurelian is not. Tetricus controls the Italian peninsula. The Roman pretenders have been banished to the Mediterranean Isles, with the exception of Ibiza and just the general area over here. Let's take a look over there. It's not Ibiza at this point. Right now it's Ebisus. But this is Hispania Citerior, which is part of this province here. So Hispania Citerior is this and that. And that's controlled by Cartenus, whereas Carthage and Hadrimentum are controlled by Aurelian's Rome. But I feel like we might have some competition for them soon. This will be interesting to see how this plays out. So let's end the turn. We're almost 10 minutes into the episode. I've been doing lots of review, just looking at the map, getting a feel for things again. I don't like, after I haven't played for a while, I'm sure you understand, it's terrible for me to just jump in and act like I know everything of what I'm doing. No, let's not do military access for you, sorry. It would generally be a bad thing for me to, jump back in and act like I knew everything about the map if I hadn't played for a bit. So we've had some attrition due to the fact that it's summer. Intimidate opposition. Local bandits have offered their services to intimidate the opposition. How do you proceed? Let's refuse. I don't really need to intimidate my opposition right now. All right, Tarpeia Rutilla has leveled up just from counter-spying here in this area, so that's nice. We can upgrade her brothel working talents. We can also... Hang on, let's take a look around and see what all we can do. We can upgrade her assassination talent, which would be quite useful. We have all kinds of things we can upgrade. I like the idea of giving her an additional chance at evading enemy agents. She's going to be going up against the Sassanids. And with that being a threat. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give her level 2 infiltration for that exact reason. I want her to be able to stay hidden. I want her to help find armies that are hidden. That just is such a priority for me right now. All right, let's go through. One of the first things I need to do is make sure that all of my forces are fully upgraded. What are we looking at here? We've got our Palmyrene spearmen set up properly now. And we've got some auxiliary spear infantry. I think I needed to train a few more. Yep. Auxiliary Lanciarii. That's right. So right now I have one of those. Why don't we go ahead and train... Screw it. Let's just go ahead and finish out that army. That way that army's ready to go in the next little while. We're going to use most of our money to attend to my units right now. This navy... Tell you what, are you already in the Rhodes Harbor? Yes, you are. Why don't you go ahead and harbor up at Ephesus? Meanwhile, we will move Zenobia to the border of Pergamum. We might even take Pergamum right now, honestly. But what I will do with this fleet is move them to port at Ephesus and help guard there. But anyway, as I was saying, I want to make sure that all of my money that I can spend on my armies has been spent this turn before I do anything else. Yeah, we're going to be able to hit Syrtis, I think, next turn. All right. There was that army that was marching this direction, so I'm a little bit nervous about Augila, but if they tried to get past me, I would have seen them, I feel like. So let's march to the border. Yeah, now these guys still need promotions as well. I'm glad I noticed that. Well, not promotions, but upgrades. Those are terms that I get mixed up in Civilization 6 as well. It's funny. There's upgrading units and there's promoting units, and they're different things in both games. But anyway, this spy... Well, we do need to mess with them, and we need money to do it. So, tell you what. Military sabotage. Yeah, just poison their provisions. Good. So, Curia, just poison that army. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, they're already dying because this faction is having some administrative problems. Basically having to do with the fact that they don't have much territory left, so they can't support much of an army. I'm guessing they might have other issues as well that are hampering their progress, but that is all well and good for me. Now, fleet-wise, I'm not going to add anything more at the moment. I'm going to be doing a lot of settlement management in just a second, but I'm just making absolutely sure that all of my armies are taken care of. Okay, they are. So, first things first, this is our newly taken territory, Rhodes. Let's actually take a quick look around. I'm going to look at what other types of navy districts I have. Navy buildings, whatever you want to call them. So we've got some harbors. So Aegyptus is mainly a trading province by sea. So Rhodes, we could set up to be the same. And then Ephesus is a shipwright. So I want to go ahead and do a harbor in Rhodes because that just seems somehow appropriate. Pessinus is a civil settlement. How are we doing on food? And Pessinus is in the center, whereas Rhodes... I want to go ahead and have Rhodes be a little bit... I want them to be producing the majority of the food surplus because Pessinus is a little bit better protected. Rhodes can get hit from the sea, and I can lose that food bonus pretty easily. Meanwhile, the Procurator's Villa, we don't quite have enough money to upgrade it to a Quaestor, so I don't think I'm going to touch that right now because... I have other things I want to do. Okay, so Serene, let's see, there's a couple different things we could do here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a muster field, and I will do a workshop as well in Serene. It's going to be a recruitment city. And then Augila, we're okay on food at the moment, but I feel like we're probably going to need more food here by the time we're done. So let's go ahead and do a... Well, this is going to be the last improvement I can do here, so maybe industry might be better. But we can't this turn. We've already got a Shrine of Naboo. Religious gathering. See, this is a nice little growth and sanitation bonus if I do a religious... You know what? Yeah, let's do that. That adds a growth, public order, and sanitation bonus. It cost me money to dismantle it, unfortunately. But that's okay. I'll live with it. All right, and then I believe we had some military options, as well as these guys. What you doing, fellas? Kind of worrying me a little bit over here. I can mess with this military unit. Are we at war with you? Hang on a second now. We have defensive... Oh, no, we have a defensive allegiance with them. So no, I'm not going to mess with their armies. Never mind. So I don't know what that army's doing, but we're going to keep you hidden, Tarpeia, so that you are able to detect anyone nearby. We're going to keep that army in Palmyra, obvious reasons. And I think that's it for this turn, aside from one tiny little move that needs to be made, which is to continue to obliterate the economy of these guys. So, should I fight this battle? Should I not? I mean, it's Pergamum. I don't know if it's going to be a very unique city. It is Zenobia's army. We haven't seen Zenobia do a proper city siege in a bit, I don't think. So, you know what? Tell you what, I haven't played in a little while. I know you guys are watching the series daily, so it's a little bit different for you. But let's do... why don't I queue up... I can't do anything that would build everything in one turn. No, I can't. Let's queue up some siege towers. And we will attack Pergamum next turn. That'll be fun. And Ephesus is being held by those guys. You guys, I believe, have already moved, right? Yeah, all right. So you guys just stay hidden, please. Same with you. And let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, Aurelian, what are you doing, man? Your territory is crumbling. All right, the Roman pretenders want a defensive alliance. That's adorable. I'm going to say no. Hispania Cyteria wants a defensive alliance. I'm going to say no to that as well because... Oh, actually, it looked like they took control of Garama, which I'm about to march on, so I might be just about to declare war on them, actually. Nabatea wants me to declare... or to join a war against Sakastan, who we can now see. They're over here. So we finally have information on that faction. The Medea faction is over here. So Nabatea controls this territory again. Good for them. They might have had that for a while. I just noticed for the first time, though. And this is Merowe, and then this is the Axum. So we have pretty good relationship. Let's see if we select Palmyra, we can see who we are on good terms with. We're on very good terms with Hispania Cyteria. Yeah, they just took control of Garama. So if we go to war with them right now, I don't know, maybe I need to redirect my forces that are marching on Garama and focus them on the Roman and Numidian territory up here. And then hit Hispania Cyteria all at once? Or should I just treat it as territory and attack whoever I need to attack and just keep moving?
I think that many will regret your choice.
I didn't want that deal, by the way. Okay, a little bit of attrition. Tiberius Pinarius Denter has leveled up. Both of my veterans have leveled up. Good. Leveled up again. Good. The bandits have offered their services to the other parties, helping them increase their influence, which in turn makes them happier. Well, not enough really to make a dent. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Well, the Latin families and Greek families are getting more loyalty at the moment, which is nice. Let's take a quick look at our characters. We can secure a promotion for Zabdus Septimius. So where is he exactly? So he's now a quaestor. And he's in Pessinus. Okay. We could secure another promotion for him, actually, because he's been winning lots of battles. So he's now an Aedilus. We have another tax rate bonus for the local province, extra gravitas per turn. Can I do it again? Yes, I can. So he's now a praetor. Extra tax rate there. And again, this is costing money, so I can't do this ad nauseum, but I can do it again. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Extra tax rate for the local province, extra gravitas per turn. This is all quite good. All right, and that's all of our money, though. Or most of it, rather. However, this army is now fully trained as well. So we can use this army to attack Nicomedia. And probably siege it to a point where it's not really even a problem. Let's go ahead and... we can poison the provisions of the army. Okay, so this spy leveled up. Let's see, I might be able to promote her before I try again. Actually, if I promote her, will I have the ability to... I should be able to. Let's see. Now let's go ahead and do mass poisoning. There we go. Alright, so that just improved the likelihood. Oh, all right, we can't make another attempt because we're out of money. But we will be able to poison the crap out of them in the coming turns. I'm not going to move this army just yet. Or actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll set up another ambush and see if they're dumb enough to fall for it. And I do have to promote my 2 guys here. So I want to give them additional campaign map movement range. That would be a good idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then there's a household bonus I can give you as well. Extra chance. This is just for my veteran here. Give him extra authority. He needs extra authority, actually, so wouldn't be the worst thing. Even though it didn't show that he got the authority boost. Oh well. And this guy leveled up as well. So extra campaign map movement range is also an option here. Yeah, let's do that there. And let's also go down to our other armies that are making their way up. Yeah, I can go ahead and hit Syrtis right now. So let's do that. Surprise! Sword in the face. Always satisfying. Zenobia's Chosen has leveled up. That's not Zenobia's army. The general's leveled up as well. Makes it sound like that's Zenobia's army. They're up in Asia. But, alright, so I think you have a lot of spearmen, don't you? You've actually got a decent mix. Yeah, you are sieging a lot of cities right now, so let's give them engineering experts so that they can construct medium siege engines. Household bonuses. Let's go ahead and give them a melee attack bonus because there are sword units in this army. And then finally, this general. Let's see, a lot of my other generals have... What do you have? Okay. That answers that question. Wait, one more. Yeah. Zenobia's ridiculously built up. Yeah, see, I kind of just want to go ahead and declare war on Hispania Citerior. I hate to do it because we have a good relationship with them, but we need to start taking territory. I don't know. Maybe the best thing to do is to take territory from the factions that we're at war with at the moment and wait until the absolute right moment to take Gorama. I mean, they're not going to be that strong of a faction against me. I think the best thing to do would be, as I mentioned, one of my options being, just don't really treat them as a different opponent. Just take the city I was going to take regardless of who controls it. We're going to get a trespassing warning. Yeah, I know. They're going to hide. And then that army we're going to need to kill at some point. This is a Numidian army that was trying to move on Syrtis, which is funny. We are now in Africa, the province of Africa, which is Carthage's province. So that's Syrtis, Leptis Magna, and Hadrubentum. And I think our current mission, hang on. Control the following 3 settlements. So Agrigentum. So again, it wants us to control some of Sicily. Now it wants trade relations with 8 factions. Current total 6. Let's see if we can trade with anyone else before I end this episode. I don't know that I'll be able to talk anyone into it, but I'll try. Gallic Rome is on very good terms with us. Alright. They still don't want to trade with us. And it looks like I mean, Sakistan...
Welcome,
maybe?
emissary.
Okay, there's one.
We can ask no.
Alright, so there's a little bit more income from them. Now that's going to displease some of the other factions, because that's an eastern faction. So if we take a look at our... No. That's every wrong button that I didn't want to hit. If we take a look at our politics screen... Yeah, see, the Greek families hate Easterners. So that will have reduced their loyalty. Yeah, I think it just went down a good bit, actually. That's fine, though. Okay, so we're about 25 minutes into this episode. Here's what I'm going to do. At the beginning of the next episode, we're going to attack Pergamum with Zenobia, and we're going to take that city. And we might very well take, random Australian came out for a second, take Nicomedia as well. But I'm going to stop trying to do an Australian accent because I can't. But we're gonna take Nicomedia in the next episode. I don't know if it'll be a major battle. We are going to do a major battle for Pergamum just because it'll be fun to march on this capital city. But most of the Turkish peninsula will be under our control quite soon. We do have to take Amasea because this is rebel-controlled, Latin rebels. And then we'll have to deal with the Armenians. Now, the issue with the Armenians is that they... we currently, I think, have a trade deal with them at the very least. No, we don't have a trade deal, but we're on good terms with them. They like us, as you can see. It's green. We do have a trade deal, actually. There we go. So, it's not as valuable as, say... Well, it actually is more valuable than the Sakistan trade deal, but that could be a nice replacement for the Armenian trade deal if I wanted to go ahead and take that territory. So there's an argument for maybe taking all of Bithynia at Pontus in the next episode as well. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at noon Eastern Time, except when I'm out of town and run out of backlog. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.